Hey everyone, this is Neil with Wasted Paper here, bringing you another pen review. This time we're looking at a pen from an Instagram account called Addicted2pens. And I reached out to him because I inquired about making a pen. I was just curious. I saw that he does custom, like bespoke style pens. He had a few different models. He actually has a website as well. I will have a link in the description for that. And I reached out to him to see what kind of his rates are. Well, I ended up paying for a custom pen. It's here now. We'll get into the price and all of that later. Right now, I want to get straight into unboxing it. So this is the shipping box. You're not going to see really anything special on here. There was a sticker. I did cut that open, so I was able to open this more easily. Inside of the box, we have a few things. The first thing we have is this Myers Penco sticker. That is his logo too. It's the same as the logo on his Instagram. Next, we have his business card, which says addicted2pens.com, A to P, join the writing revolution, and it shows his Blanks website on Instagram. Here's his information on the back of the card. Next up, we have instructions on how to change and install a converter. I always think it's nice when people include instructions because it really promotes new people getting into this. You have a pen sleeve right here with a drawstring at the top to lock your pen in so it's not going anywhere. Feels like a felt material. And now we have what I'm most excited about, the pen. Again, you got his logo, a sticker, and then some green wrap. I haven't seen this in person yet, so I'm really excited. And now finally the box with the pen. You got another holographic little sticker on the front there, and just a black package. I can't believe this. First off, super, super shiny, as you can tell. But dang, all the colors in there. Look at this red right there. And the blue, the silver. This is a crazy resin. I went through the different ones on his website, and this one is called Beethoven. And my gosh. All right, starting out with the top, you have a pointed finial, and then the bottom is actually rounded right there with a slight dome. Down from there, you have more of this awesome resin. There is no clips, there's no metal pieces on here. He does have one model that comes with a clip, but I honestly thought it would be worth trying one that didn't. I kind of reached out and saw what models were really popular. I just can't get over this resin. The pen uncaps in about 2 full rotations. Underneath that, we actually have something cool here. This is the Fountain Pen Revolution Flex nibs. He has Yovo nibs on his site, but he also offers these, and I really like that company, and I love their Flex nibs. This is the normal Flex, not the Ultra Flex, and I figured, you know what, let's get that on here too. Even this grip is so shiny from that material. This guy can make some killer resin. On the inside of the cap, it looks like it's just more of the material. There's no like plastic liner or anything. It looks like there is that step down that you can see in there, but it is just more of the same material. The grip section on this pen kind of pinches itself to where it tapers down and then comes right back up at the end. And then you have this like squared off circular section that he's cut right here at the end to keep your fingers from falling onto your nib. The body of the pen tapers pretty heavily towards the last like 1/3 of it. That is so you can post the pen. I can feel it push a bit before I get there so you know when you're fully on, but just look at that material. I can't get over that. It is so shiny. He did tell me it would look like it was like wet all the time, and it does. I mean, this looks like it's soaking. It is so nice, but it posts securely and it's not going anywhere. Once you get inside of the pen, it does come with a standard international cartridge. I know I'm going to butcher this name, but for inking, we're going to go with Turquoise de Perse. This is from Jacquerbon. This is an ink I've had for a while, and I really haven't had the perfect pen for it. And I think you got to use a shiny ink in this one. You just absolutely have to have something with shimmer. So this is finally going to get used. For my writing sample today, we're going to be going with my GLP Creations notebook. I did a review on specifically this one quite a while ago. It's been good to me since I got it, and I think you should still check out that review if you're interested in this paper. It is a dot grid, which is my favorite kind of paper. As it will soon be apparent once you've seen the writing sample, this pen flexes and it does it really well. But here is an actual sample side by side. Here is with no pressure, with, none, with, none, with. Pulling back now so you can see this better, it writes really nice. With the Ultra Flex nib, you're looking at going from about a extra fine, I'd say. It's not the most extra fine, but I wouldn't call it fine, so I figure extra fine's pretty good. To about, I would say almost a broad, maybe like a really big medium, but there's a lot of variation going from an extra fine up effectively like two, maybe 2.5 sizes. For those interested with the flex bits, you can see how much shimmer comes out on any of those spots that are flexed too. When you look at them side by side right here, you can tell, like I said, it's about 2.5 times. It's a pretty substantial difference, really noticeable right here, and then obviously side by side right here. Additionally, I wrote the word home right here. This is like my favorite word to show flex. This one right here, I was using intent to flex, and this is one where I was not flexing at all. You get a really like clean mono line, obviously, but I wanted you to see a side by side, applying the pressure to flex and not doing it. For my size comparison, I have a Lamy 2000 and my Pilot Custom 823. I was pretty much expecting this. I can tell from looking at this pen that it's really big. It doesn't have any sort of heavy weight, and I think a lot of that's attributed to it having no like metal accents or anything. So the weight stays really nice, but it's very big as you can tell. We're like putting the Lamy Safari out of a job here, and then it's a decent amount bigger than the Custom 823 as well. Taking the caps off, it's pretty much the same results. You're looking at such a big increase in length back here compared to the other two pens. With the cap on, as you should expect, much bigger still. It is a very long pen, whether you cap it or not. I will say with it capped, I think it's just far too long. I think you could do it if you really needed to, but the pen naturally is already long enough. I would say it's going to accommodate most hands. You really do not need to add this on there. Now it's time to talk price point. This is his Omega model. As I said before, he's got a few different models. This one runs you about 150 with the Fountain Pen Revolution nib. For a Yovo nib, you're looking at about 170. He covers the shipping, which is amazing, and honestly, I think he could probably get away with not doing that. We're lucky he's doing that in my eyes. The resin on here, I was able to pick. I went to his website and looked at the different options he had. I went with this one because it just stood out to me as something I had just not seen at all before. I'm also going to show you this one. That's one I was interested in as well. It's one of his newer ones. And then this one right here is the Red Wine Valentine one. This is the one that I first saw someone else share, how I found his page in the first place, which I think would make an amazing pen for next month. Do I think this pen is worth that price? I mean, definitely. I don't know how you wouldn't. The fact that I got to pick the material I wanted is always a plus, and something huge I have to call out. I messaged him on Instagram. He was really fast to respond. I would say we figured something out within 2 days what we were going to do. And then on the 10th, he confirmed with me that I wanted to go with the Omega pen model of his and that I wanted to go with this resin I picked out, which I did. And I mean, from that day to now, which today is the 17th, you might not see this on that day, I got the pen. So we're talking 7 days from him getting the order, me paying him, him completing the pen, him shipping the pen. I got it all in 7 days. Literally, there's some pens right now, if I go and just buy off some site, any site really, I won't have it in 7 days. He made this in that time and got it to me. That's crazy. I got to call him out on that because that's freaking amazing. One final thing I wanted to test on here, and it should be kind of obvious. What I did is I put a nib I have on here from Galen Leather. This is a dentist grind. It's a double broad ground into like a softer style architect, and it went in just fine. The housing on here, I just unscrewed the prior nib and then put the new one in, screwed in just fine, converter fits perfectly. There's so many pros to going with a bespoke pen like this. You can try a ton of nibs. Him shipping these with flex nibs, super cool, because I know a lot of people want to try flex nibs out there. They don't want to pay that big flex nib price. The material he makes is fantastic. It's gorgeous, does look like it's always kind of wet, which is such a cool look to it. And I don't have any pen that has resin or material like this. It's just super unique, super nice. You all need to be on the lookout for this company. I did have an interview with the owner. His name is Alan. Be sure to follow him on all his socials. His Facebook, he told me specifically on Facebook they do giveaways. They'll do live giveaways. I will have his Instagram in the description down below. I think anyone that wants to check out his other pens he's done, his other models, his other material, you definitely should. I am really taken back by this resin. It's so unique, so nice. I just love it. Thank you everyone that watches and supports my channel. I love getting to find find these other, pen makers and stuff out there that aren't the big ones, that aren't like things everybody's seen or have pens everybody already has. I really like getting something unique, and I know a lot of you out there appreciate that too. So again, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below.